Good morning, Tahmina Khan is here in TKMaths S1. In this video, we will start the learning of Chapter 3, Inequalities and Identities. This is the part of the syllabus of Yr11 Further Maths, Pearson Edexcel. Code is 4PM1. So in Chapter 3, Inequalities and Identities, we have the following concepts. Altogether 7. So in this video, I'm focusing on solving simultaneous equation, one linear and one quadratic. At the end, I have solved a past paper question just to give you an idea. Okay, the equation looks simple, but how it is explained or assessed in the exam. So let's see. So you have one linear equation and one non-linear equation. So from linear equation, you make a variable a subject. It is your choice, you make x a subject or you make y a subject. Mostly it is preferable that you make a subject the variable which has coefficient 1. So in this equation, x has coefficient 1. In this way, you can avoid fraction substitution, which makes your working easy basically. So let me call it equation 1 and let me call this equation 2. Always give a reference of the equation which you are using. So suppose from equation 1, I am making x a subject. And this I will plug in equation 2. Right? So in place of x, I am substituting here the value. Now here you have to remember how you will expand it. The common mistake is this. You know why this is a mistake? It is algebraic expansion, and if you remember, it will help you recall a minus b whole square, which is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So I will expand it accordingly. It will become 9 12y plus 4y square plus 9y minus 6y square minus 10 equals to 0. Now just simplify it like terms. You know this one, y square and then y. And we will multiply all of them by minus 1 so that I have the first coefficient of y square plus. Okay, so now you have to factorize it. The factors are, you can use calculator, but you will show on the paper the factors before writing the solutions, which is very important. It carries 1 mark in the marking scheme. So after writing the factors, you got the values of y minus half and minus 1. You have to solve two equations simultaneously. It means the two intersection points. So now you will substitute y equals to minus 1 and y equals to half in any of the equation to get the corresponding x values. So suppose I am using this equation. X is equals to 3 minus 2y, right? X is equals to 3 minus 2y. And here I will plug in this value. So I will get here is equals to 4. So one of my coordinates is 4 comma minus half. Please remember, you have to show working. Do not do anything direct, otherwise you may lose marks. Okay. So other coordinates at the point of intersection are 5 comma minus 1. Okay, so now we have to find the coordinates of the intersection of the given curve now. Now this is little tricky where mistakes often happen. So let's see what we will do in this case. First of all, both are y equals to, so I will equate them. After that, like term and unlike term, I will simplify. So first of all, put them together. So you can say, in other words, this value of y I am substituting here, right? I'm just bringing all the terms to one side, like terms together. So what will I get now? X cube plus, minus. Plus 3 minus 4 is minus 1. right? Minus 1 x square, by mistake the color changed, 12x. Okay, now if you see, I have x cube, x square and x, and I don't have any constant. Now this case is very easy and simple to solve. Why? You can take x common out and the other factor will become the quadratic factor. And when the product of two terms, this is considered as one term and this is another term, if the product is equals to 0, it means you have to put each one of them equals to 0. So this one, the second one, you will further factorize. Again, you can use calculator and you can write down your factors here, or factorization method, middle-term breakup if you want to do. So it is x minus 4, x plus 3 is equals to 0. If you will use calculator, it will give you directly these values. But please ensure you have to write down in the factorized form first. So using calculator, then you can use it also. Now, of course, I have to find the corresponding y values. So suppose I'm using this equation. Which one? Let me write here. So I will use y is equals to 4x square plus 11x. So one time I will take x equals to 4, another time minus 3. So I'm substituting this value and substituting this value to get the corresponding y value. Let me use calculator, just give me a second. Okay, 108. So one of my coordinate or point of intersection is 4, 108. And here so you will get 3, 3 is 9 and 36 minus 33, which is 33, 3. So I got the other coordinate also. So this is how you will solve each and every step to get the point of intersection. Important line is this where mistake happens. There is no constant. When there is a constant, there is a different technique that I will teach you in another video. But when there is no constant, you can take x common out. So this is your one value of x. If you substitute, sorry, I forgot to show this also. So x equals to 0 also you will plug in here, right? So that will be equals to, so one of the coordinate is 0, 0. Okay. So now this is the test to check your understanding, how much you understood. Just the question, like I have done above. So you can put the video on pause and solve it, and I will show you the solution here. Again, the same case, you can see, you can check with your working. So like I said, this one you will further factorize to get the values of x, and these values of x you will substitute in the equation to get the corresponding values of y. So you can check your working. And now one past paper question which I have solved here, but you can put the video on pause and try it yourself first. So here is the question. Let me increase the size of it. So now I'm showing you the solution and you can tally with your working here. So this is a design of flag given to you here, and it has two parts, white cross and gray background. This paragraph is giving the information which is written in the picture already here. The total area of the flag is represented by H. So first part of the question is write down an expression of H in terms of x and y. So of course this is a rectangle, so this is a simple case, length into width. So you can see here this is the length, for example, and this is the width. So we are just multiplying them and we get the expression for the total area of the flag. The second part of the question is about the cross. So cross is represented by K, and you have to show that this is the cross. So of course if this is your total area from this area, if I minus these two squares and two rectangle areas, I will get this part. So let's see if you have done the same here. So these are two squares and these are two rectangles. So I'm adding them up and subtracting from the total area, and I got 14xy plus y square. So this was a proof part. Now the last part of the question is find out the value of x and y, and total area is given to you and total area of the cross is also given to you. So in other words, the equations you have just found here and here, you have to put them equals to this one and this value and then solve them simultaneously. So now I'm sure you would have done the same thing. So we are cross checking it here. Now when you're solving it simultaneously, let me tell you what is the common mistake. Students usually immediately start making one variable a subject. Always look at the equation closely. Do you notice that in both the equation, this is the area equation and this is the cross-section equation, right? In both the equations, if you notice, this part which I've highlighted with pink line is same, exactly same. It means you can replace this value here and it will make your calculation so simple. Rather than if you make x a subject or y a subject and substitute in the other one, it will become little difficult, right? So that's why work intelligently and smartly. I'm sure many of you would have done exactly in the same way. So you got the x value 7 and y value. When it is a quadratic, you will get two equations. Definitely for the negative part, you will write rejected. Don't leave it as it is. Tell the examiner that you know you have to reject this value and your only answer is y equals to 10. So thank you very much for watching the video. Please press like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. In the next video, we will do the next part of the concept, which is solving linear inequalities and maybe quadratic inequality, depends on the length of the video. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please press like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. Take care. Allah Hafiz.